Today is April 21st, 2014, coming back with another trade recap. I'm already talking like a DJ just because I got this stupid microphone. But I was planning on doing a podcast today, but since I had some interesting trading stuff and I'm still kind of working out some bugs with all this shit to see if it sounds right, and I need headphones, and I forgot my headphones, and so anyway, and I also had some kind of oddball trading today, so I thought I would highlight that. One big kind of the story of the day and the big miss was SRPT. This was, huge spike pre-market to 44. I believe Nate, Investors Live at symbol Investors Live and at Investors Underground. He's, I think he shorted it like at 44 or something and covered it like for $2 more. And then, you could see it faded all day down to closed at 34. So basically, if you could have gotten the top, which was quick, but you could have shorted that thing for $10 a share. I didn't touch it, especially when they're pre-market like that. It's as long as you have a tight stop loss, I guess it's low risk. When something's up 100%, you can short it, keep a real tight stop loss, and hopefully profit. But I didn't touch it. But that was kind of the most interesting one of the day. Mine were FXEN. This was on my watch list, and the interesting part of the day was my DAS trader, which is the DAS trader. I don't even know how the way you pronounce it. It might be DAS trader. Like, it kind of looks German, but it wasn't working. So the charts were working. It wouldn't talk to interactive brokers. I was too lazy to start emailing, calling, figure out what it worked, because I'm just figuring, I'm sure it's probably going to work tomorrow, whatever. I thought I could trade through the web trader since I had my charts working, but I shorted FXEN right at the beginning of the day, which was at 470. Basically the bottom. I thought that it was going to crack because it dropped, it gapped up pre-market and then dropped right to 470. I basically shorted the exact bottom. Now, the whole working with IB Web Trader, it's logging me out. I thought I'd shorted 1,000 shares. I shorted 2,000. So my stop loss was, and I always write them down. That's kind of just as a tip. I think, at least for me, it's great to write down your stop loss. You say it in your head that, okay, actually, let me look. Okay, 490 was my stop loss. I shorted at 470. I like to write it down because it stares you in the face. It's kind of one of those things. It's a tactile thing. The fact that you wrote it sets it in stone. I personally do seem to stick to my stops a lot better when I write them down. So tip whether or not it works for you. So it went against me, and I know I wrote my 490 stop, but I thought I only had 1,000 shares. So I'm like, well, I'll let this thing keep going through my stop and see what happens. Well, I finally managed to get logged back in to WebTrader, and I see I have 2,000 shares. So at 471, so I got out basically as quick as I could. I covered at 505, which was, what is that? 35 cents. I'm an idiot. That's what's that? $700 loss. Okay, which isn't going to kill me, but the fact that it was all because of just software things really kind of pissed me off. So, and I thought FXEN was a decent setup. So I watched it. And again, I basically shorted. I sold it at the bottom and bought it at the top. I think, what was the high of the day? 508. Okay, I bought it. I bought to cover at 505. So, I almost bottom ticked it and top ticked it, but the bad way. So, but I thought it was a pretty good short, so I kept following it, and I was also had my ass really chaffed from screwing it up. So shorted again at 951, another 2,000 shares. I got back in at 504 when I saw this. It had a couple red candles, so I shorted it and said, okay, I'll hold till it. My stop is the high of the day. Okay, if it moves against me 2 or 3 cents, I'll sell. Well, it went. Look at that. Boom, 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 boom. Beauty of a short. Fade, fade, fade. I think these are 5-minute candles. What is that? 7 of them in a row. So then I covered at 470. I covered half because I covered right here, right at the low of the day. So I covered half and thought I'd hold the other half to see what happened. It moved back against me, so then I covered at 470, 473. So in essence, I ended up scratch on FXEN for the day. Lost 700, lost 35 cents a share, made back 35 cents a share. So considering, I'm trying to find a scapegoat, I guess, but considering it was software issues, now I brought these software issues on myself. I probably should have either just not traded or got off my ass, emailed, called somebody. I'm sure they probably would have fixed it. But anyway, it is what it is. That was, I don't know. I guess it's scratch. I guess I don't know how to decide on that one. But then also traded plug. I bought it. There was some conference call today and saw this. It gapped up and then started spiking. I mean, I bought small, 1,000 shares, just kind of for the hell of it, just to see how fast it could go. Bought at 780, and I need to there. Okay, so you can see the prices. So I bought at 780 here, spiked. I sold at 8. Okay, a couple $100, but I was happy with that. Especially, again, I was kind of mentally, in a bad place because of the FXEN whole scenario. But a couple $100, oh well, I'll take it. And then JSO. They have, this was a Trader 530 alert, another great guy in the Investors Underground chat room. He's on Twitter. I can't remember. I think I know it, but I don't want to say it because I might be wrong. But anyway, he alerted that they had to deal with Tesla right here. Boom. I mean, look at that candle. I bought into that right at the beginning. I got a pretty good, I think 1020, or let's see. No, I missed it by more. 1040, and then I bought more at 1020. So 1040 shot up without me to 1050, came back. I bought more at 1020, and then it was all sideways all day. But my stop loss was 1020, and it never. I think it came back into that range, but it was always around 1020, so I held it. And then real nice move into the close. This was. I just hate holding stocks overnight. To me, I'm not that good at gappers. I'm better at breakdowns, but gappers, I'm not that good at. This thing basically closed on the high of the day, and that's where I sold. Man, I really wanted to hold it over, but I was staring at green on the day. I took it. I'm going to be following this one tomorrow because I think it's going to keep on going. And then, was that it? Man, see this? I got this screenshot from IB. I swore. No, maybe those were the only trades. So, ended up. Wait. Yeah, okay. See, I don't see it here. Fucking IB. Anyway, I shorted AXAS, which is, from what I can tell, basically the same thing as FXEN. FXEN seems to want to be breaking down. AXAS is just kind of this really. Just up every day. Let me move out a little more. It's up from the low 3s to the mid 5s. Man, I thought it was up more than that. Yeah, just up from 3 to 550. So anyway, I held this over because I'm short at 540, I think. I'm off by 10 cents. Again, FXEN looks like it's ready to tip over. Thought is that it'll take AXAS with it, but so overall, I ended up basically, all in all, after all this scary, messy shit, ended up $500 on the day. So, it's kind of a lot of people say $500 a day keeps the job away. Yeah. So, I'll kind of take that. It's kind of like good enough. And the fact that I had all these kind of software issues, it's manageable. I'll live with it. But and then it also, what I like about it is I followed my pre-market plan. I said very mixed week last week. Started strong, finished pretty mediocre. Goal for this week will be consistency. Even if my profits are down overall at the end of the week, my goal is to be green every day. Trying to build a little more momentum and thusly more consistency. Tired of the big swings. So, Monday and Tuesday last week were great. Wednesday and Thursday were pretty shitty. So I'm glad that I just traded the plan, was quick, in and out, and you know what? $500 a day, hey, in the real world, it's tough to make that kind of money, So, especially considering I lifted weights during the day today, I did a bunch of handyman shit around the house, and I walked the dog. So, I made $500 and I didn't work very hard. So that's the beauty of penny stocks. So thanks for listening. I really rambled. I apologize. It's just trying to read that printout from IB was kind of difficult and distracting. So thanks a lot, and see you tomorrow.